So this video is Love Takes Effort. So I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and the more work on myself that I do, the more I realize how in a lot of my past relationships, I haven't been in the position to put in the effort to maintain my relationships and to be mutually committed to taking care of my friends. I think a lot of times it's really easy for us to get caught up in our own worlds where we're so focused on the things that we need and the things that, we can do for ourselves that we forget to look at what we're doing for the people in our lives. And, we forget to ask ourselves if we're being a good friend. I think a lot of times people want to just assume that their friends will be there for them, but a lot of the times we're not able to or willing to put in the effort to keep those friendships alive. And I'm not saying that your relationships should drain you completely, because if you're not getting mutually benefit out of the relationship or the friendship, because all friendships are relationships, then you might need to look at that a little bit deeper. But if you're having a mutually beneficial friendship, you need to meet that person halfway, and that means doing things that you might be uncomfortable with. I think a lot of times we just assume that the people that we care about are going to be there in our lives, but again, if you're not going out of your comfort zone to maintain those relationships and to show up for the people in your life, even when it's hard, it's not going to be a fruitful relationship, and they're not going to be there when you need it in return. I know a lot of us have trauma, and we're working on healing through that, and sometimes you need to be a little bit selfish, but you can't expect friends if you're not willing to put in the work to maintain that friendship. I think a lot of us believe that we should get love no matter what, and that's true. I think that we should all do our best to love unconditionally, but at the same time, you can't expect people to keep showing up in your life and to go out of their way to make time and make an effort to see you if you're not doing the same. A lot of times, that can be as simple as going out to coffee when you're a little bit tired, or, canceling some plans at work to make your friends a priority. But, those little things, they do mean a lot to people. And if you're not doing them ever, then you're not going to be able to build those relationships. And again, I want to touch on the fact that you don't have to build relationships at all times. You're never obligated to give anyone your time. But with that being said, if you're wanting relationships, if you're going out of your way to have relationships with people, then you need to be able to put in that effort. Otherwise, you're never going to have healthy, positive relationships. You're just going to keep on feeding into codependent cycles of abuse and neglect with your friends. I think that so many people, they just expect to put in no work into the relationship or into their lives and expect people to just show up and be there for them. But if you're not putting in the work to take care of yourself, if you're not at least doing your best to show up and live life, then you can't expect anyone else to do it for you. And a lot of times when I look at people who are just very much looking for friendship, even when they are still in the process of healing, it feels like they're looking for someone to help them do that work for them instead of with them. And that's not fair to that other person. And don't get me wrong, there are some times when we need help and we need to reach out and we need support. But if you need support, talk to a therapist, find a mental health professional that can support you. Don't expect your friends to do that. And I know not everyone has access to mental health support right now, but you just can't expect anyone to take on that burden for you. It's nice when they do, and a lot of people will go out of their way to be nice to you and to take some of that burden off of your plate, but the main thing is not expecting anyone to do it, because that just brings bitterness and resentment into your life. So, in short, I really think that taking care of yourself puts you in a place where you can have extra energy to share with people. But until then, you shouldn't expect anyone to keep on feeding you energy in the meantime. So, I'm going to end this with some more positive affirmations. I am love, I am light, I am positivity, I am radiance, I am the embodiment of compassion and love. I am determining the boundaries that I set into place in my life. I'm determining the rules that I live by. I'm determining the type of people that I get to bring, that I choose to bring into my life. I get to be behind the driver's seat, and I am making a stand for myself and my mental health. I am investing in myself and my future. I'm taking the time to go out of my way to take care of myself and to go out of my way to take care of my friends. I am so thankful for all the gifts that life has been bestowing on me, and I'm so grateful for this wonderful format to share this experience with you. And thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for joining me on this journey. You are light and you are love. You are all the wonderful things that you tell yourself that you can't be. You are worth it. You are deserving of love, and you are part of this beautiful tapestry that we call life. So please, please love yourself. For today, for every day, for yourself, for your friends, for your family. Take care of yourself so you can shine and be a positive force in your life. This has been another great video. Much love always.